Coming up next, a welterweight matchup between Alex Cowboy Oliveira and Omari Akhmedov. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that octagon.
It's unbelievable, because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Both fighters are 32, with similar height and some differences in reach. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 6 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds, fighting out of Makhachkala, Russia, Omari Akhmedov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 12 losses, 1 draw, and 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Alex Cowboy Oliveira! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here. Ready. Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys see it.
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this guy. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Akhmedov gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block a shot that's incoming.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Akhmedov gets hit with a kick. That one appeared to land flush.
Oh,
straight right.
that was a jab.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Muay Thai plump. That is how you scramble, folks. Akhmedov gets caught with that punch. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Wow. Hook shot lands.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming. Clinch position.
All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Checks the leg kick.
Beautiful strike. Big counter right hand. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to his head. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Oh, nice jab.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Nice punch by Akhmedov. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
Take control of it. Move forward. When he sets on you, take him down. And then just keep it.
All right, so after he landed a high number of kicks in the previous round, we'll see if he can keep it going here as our next round gets underway.
He should stay the course. He's so educated with his legs.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Trying to stay in this fight. Now he's got the Muay Thai plump. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, he might be out. Just out of range with the big right hand. Knee to the body.
Big punch from the clinch.
And he comes through with a big knee. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight. Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh! All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
He changes the angle.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Akhmedov's got the full mount. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Akhmedov. All right, so good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him,
Know when to fold him. Yep,
There you go.
absolutely.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. you're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Omari Lapenameda.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.
It is a bantamweight matchup between Alexis Davis and Sarah McMahon.
You ready? You ready?
Dateline, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. This place is total chaos when it comes to mixed martial arts, and we expect a lot of volume in this arena tonight.
It's crazy to take in this environment. The crowd is going crazy. The fighters are drawing inspiration from them. It's a big moment for every Brazilian fighter that hits the curtain. They are propelled by these fans.
Davis is now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Oh, that's a nice job by her there to reverse the position on the ground.
She was in trouble. Now she is the one handing out the punishment. Great change of position very quickly.
Davis is back in half guard. She's trying to pass here, gets denied.
Got denied because she's so aware, so on top of the grappling transitions.
All right, 2 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, she gives up her back here. So a case of pick your poison, and now she's going to have to work hard defensively to prevent the finish.
Well, she's got to protect her neck. That's the first thing. She's got to really be aware of where her opponent's arms are. If her opponents get anywhere near her neck, she needs to really defend. Attack the top hand. The top hand is the choke hand. Make sure that top hand is always yours. When you grab it, keep it. It belongs to you now. And then start to work, try to get to your base and get back to your feet.
Oh!
You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
She blocked the punch. All right, so now she engages in the tie clinch, and of course, if you're fighting hands as the opponent, you leave everything else wide open.
You leave everything open, and she will dig big, brutal knees to the body. Big kick lands. Another clinch position.
Drink of water and listen. 1, want you to set those kicks up a little bit better.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown, D? That shot blocked by Alexis Davis. All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation. We'll see who can advance.
Who's going to be the person to dictate the pressure? Who's going to control the engagement from this 50-50 position?
Davis is trying for the Kimura submission here.
Now she's in trouble.
And that will do it.
Holy smokes!
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there, and nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. Well, she couldn't have drawn it up any better than that as she gets the win by submission tonight. Big win and an even bigger statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Alexis Davis.
How about this young woman as the celebration is on? She sat down in our fighter meeting and she told us, to a man, to a woman, I'm going to submit her at some point in this fight, and that's exactly how she gets it done.
That's exactly how she got it done. She knew where the fight needed to be. And the moment she got a chance, the moment she got the submission locked in, she latched on that thing like you wouldn't believe it because she knew it was her chance. This is my moment to get my result. She did exactly that, got the submission win, and on to the next one.
All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between Juicy A. Formiga and Louis Smolka.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. Two of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Oh, these are some devastating knees, as we might say in Boston, some wicked, effective knees.
I love when you talk like that.
I know you
I
do.
think it's so, so good. But there's some guy. I love the way you talk, but I love the way this guy fights. He's throwing those knees in order to shut the lights off of his opponent.
Oh, collar tie. Oh, good opportunity to do damage here. He's got that tie clinch.
Fantastic.
Oh, nice job to
takedown.
defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 1. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, You got to intelligently defend, or the referee's going to stop
You
it.
got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 25 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission,
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.
Coming up next, it's a UFC featherweight division fight.
You ready?
Round one is upon us between two of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. The hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do with it.
Right into side control.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you gotta be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Oh! There it is.
And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is! Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 19 seconds in the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to an omoplata.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so, after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Louis Smolka and Ray Borg.
You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick'em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
All right, going for the early takedown, and he gets it. So no surprise he wanted to get this fight to the ground, and that is certainly a good sign for him moving forward in this
He
fight.
felt as if he had a massive advantage in the grappling and the wrestling. He was able to...
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward by the top fighter now.
You can certainly count on one hand. Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap. He actually goes to an omoplata. Great pressure going forward by the top fighter now.
You can certainly count on one hand the number of omoplatas that have been executed in the octagon. Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control, because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way, or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
All right, sit down, breathe, get some water, relax. Now listen, that was awesome. Really good work. Way to control from the top. I need you to work to pass through.
Okay, you ready? Round two. Ready?
All right, let's get to round 2. Oh, and that kick is blocked. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Oh, a little single collar tie there. Bork's got the tie clinch now. Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. And now he's got the tie clinch.
Beautiful punch.
Clinch work. All right, Muay Thai. Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here.
He's going to try to fall off to the side and pull his opponent up on top of him. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
He might get a finish here. Nicely done. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Smolka.
Let's go, finish this, guys. Come on.
And he switches his stance yet again. Takedown defense holds up. Oh, single collar tie here. Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Well, the opponent seemed to think he had shored up the takedown defense. It did not hold up there.
It may feel good in practice, but you don't know until the guy's in front of you hitting takedown attempt after takedown attempt.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition. He's gonna attack armbar here. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle.
Oh, and he pins the arm down, and that is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the lock, John, his opponent was in trouble. Hip pressure up, opponent had to tap.
And he tapped, and he lives to fight another day, but a huge win for his opponent by submission tonight. Ray Borg! All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Devil Borg!
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just that.